welcome back, everybody, to another stream of DCRL. I'm back, and for the first time as one of my casters, I got the boy Steve.
How we doing, Penn? It's great to be here.
Oh, I'm doing fantastic, and for a quick two series night stream, I could not ask for any better matchups. We've got a Div C matchup, silver leveling versus triple threat, followed up by a lovely little Div B matchup of straw hats versus untouchables. I mean, this first matchup, we're gonna see some fun faces, some very, very calm people around the crowd. You got your Tyler 8Gs, your Mr. Mikos, you got even your Lone Isa. So we'll see how this goes. I cannot wait. Thank you everyone for hopping on in. We are gonna start off with a bit of a look at Division C. You see anything here, Steve, that's noteworthy after 1 week?
Not much to really go off of just because it is only 1 week. We only got one game under our belt. But I will say, between the two teams we got going on here, Triple Threat and Silver Leveling, you will see that one record is better than the other. But if you take a look at Silver Leveling stats, they almost outshine them in every single aspect. So it'll be interesting to see if they can bring their record around here.
Yeah, no doubt. And I mean, Div C is a weird, weird case. If you take a look down that entire board, every single game week one went to game 5. So either this is the most close division that you've ever seen in your life, or that was just insane matchups for week one and it just happened to work out that way. But I guess we'll find out tonight as Silver Leveling taking on Triple Threat. And with that being said, we're going to hop on over to team stats. As we take a look at Triple Threat, we've got JD498, a newcomer DCRL. I believe this is a stream debut as a mess up on the first stream actually ended up with them not getting streamed. So JD coming out of UND, he played pretty well his first game. Their team won in pretty good force, and he was the main goal scorer in that action. I mean, he's not a bad player. I was playing with him earlier today. He can solo queue up to C3 if he wants. He's definitely a menace on the pitch, and I can't wait to see how he plays tonight. He's followed up by Bones, probably the best man to come out of DWU that you've ever heard. Dakota Westland, man, he played extremely well last season and won, if I'm not mistaken, the entirety of Div D unmatched, and followed up finally by Lone Isa in the third. Lone Isa, a man who's been a Div D fan and fanatic. By that I mean he's just always been there for his entire career pretty much until this season right now. Making his stream Div C debut, the man is looking to make something work, and honestly, I've played with him a ton too. I could see it happening. Steve, you see anything in the stats on this team?
Not too much on the stats. I've seen JD around in Sixers and stuff, and he plays with some big names in Dcrl. He's played with a few, Div A guys in the Sixers, and I'm curious to see how it plays out in his first season here, and I'm kind of excited to see his game.
Yeah, I cannot deny. I also am excited to see how he plays specifically in DCRL. I've seen him everywhere outside except for in the actual league. Hopping over to Silver Leveling, Steve, what you got on this team?
Yeah, so we got Tyler 8G, Mr. Miko, and Mouse Toes. I've been around Tyler 8G a while now. I've had him on a team just last semester actually, and there's a little bit of a consistency game with Tyler. If he's on it, he's on it, and if he's not, he struggles a bit. But going over the team as a whole, on paper, they seem fairly close in all these stats here. There's not too much variation. Not a whole lot, anyways. So on paper, their chemistry is there. We're just gonna have to see, whether it plays out in the game.
Yeah, no doubt. He's followed up by Mr. Miko, a man who needs no introduction. Was able to take his team, if I'm not mistaken, all the way to land last season. Sadly, lost out in Div D, but he has been up in that higher end of Div D for a while now. And then finally, Maz Toes, single-handedly the best player in Div E last semester. We'll see if he can make strides in Div C. They didn't do too well their first game. We'll see, but they did take it all the way to 5. We'll see if they can do better tonight. With that being said, I'm going to make sure I get our predictions set up here. But with that being said, you got any predictions, Steve?
I'm gonna go with Tyler AG here. I do think that there might be still some figuring out on both sides of the pitch here. So I'm gonna go Tyler AG taking it 3-2. I still think it's gonna be a 5-game series.
You are calling back the 5 game. So you got Tyler HG and Silver Leveling here taking it in 5. I don't hate that. I just have so much faith in my boys, specifically Lone Isa and JD. I'm gonna take triple threat taken in 4. I don't think they sweep. I don't think that's gonna come through. But if it does, I wouldn't be crazy surprised. Specifically, if they're on and if someone like Tyler G is a very streaky player that I've seen. If he's off tonight, it could be a little rough for them. I'm gonna say 4 going to triple threat. Just for a little recommendation, boys on the stream side here, use your boost. We've got a lovely prediction up. Make sure you chuck some boost on it. If your name is Tyler AG, you should chuck it all under your own team. See how it goes. Uh, and we're gonna work on getting these boys into a match. Steve, you
I'm
played with
not
Tyler AG
asleep.
last season. What would you say is his strength? What do you think, especially now that he has to be the leader on that team? What do you think he'll do well? What do you think he'll struggle with?
I think Tyler has a good eye for making plays happening. You know, if he can hit a pass, he will. And I think watching some of the replays, I think their team really tries for that. I saw a few passes going around the pitch. He has a good eye for that kind of thing, and he can be a leader if he wants to. And at the same time, he can kind of shy up a little bit and maybe not so much. But I'm seeing in this captain role, I think he's gonna be able to step up.
Hey, I mean, I'd love to see it. Tyler has honestly been one of my favorite players to watch, specifically coming out of that sleeper season where he went all the way and won it all with Spoopy and Complex Marksman on his back, or with him. It was really the Spoopy show for a lot of the season, but I can't deny when we played them, Tyler HG was not playing bad at all. He was making effective pressure. He was mainly putting a lot of pressure in the air, which is something I think he does extremely well. For a man who I've seen a lot in Sixers with higher lobbies, he can really challenge in the air, and I hope he does that tonight. And that's what I'm going to be looking at. I tend to think that these games are based around the 3-man, so I think it's really going to be a Maz Toes versus Lone Isa game. I really think the 1 and 2 in both teams are very strong, but we'll find out. We're trying to get these boys in. I'm going to need to make sure that they're all good to go. But yeah, Steve, are you ready?
I'm good to go.
Sounds great. Reminder that predictions are still up, but they will be going down very, very, very soon here. Make sure you get some boosts in. We got a pretty level prediction thing here. So if you're looking to make some money, if you're pretty sure one of these teams will win, I'd suggest tossing some boosts in. All right. I think I'm just got my readies from both captains. We're heading into this one. Oh man, honestly, I'm kind of re-questioning because honestly, Miko and Maztos could be an insane team if that works out how I feel like it should. I remember talking to people who were like telling him who to draft, and he was like kind of going with them, but not really. So we'll see if he if that ends up being the right picks at the end of the day. But yeah,
Early in the season, it's going to be nice to see how all these teams play out.
I mean, yeah, at the end of the day, though, we got to remember that it really comes down to who plays the most, who's trying to get better, who's trying to improve. And I think that's something that is really consistent in lower divisions, specifically D and C, is who is going to set themselves apart, who's going to separate themselves this season. And it could be one of the people playing right now. So we'll find out.
And you might hear me say this quite a bit, but I've been in Div C for 4 seasons now, and if Div C teams can just figure out how to get control of the ball a little bit more instead of playing a little bit of boomer ball, I think it's gonna change the tide completely.
Yeah, for sure. Currently trying to fix
We
my
got a nasty 50 coming up from Tyler there. It's going to be right in front of their net. Moss Toes is going to be able to knock it to the side. Getting that control touch I was talking about, he's going to be able to dribble it up field here. Gets it past one, but does get demoed. Bone's going to take control, maybe bring it up the corner for a pass here. Troubling touch, but Mr. Miko's going to follow right up, bring it up down the opposite side. And he's going to get a shot, and it does sneak in. A nice shot from Mr. Miko.
Yeah, I'm currently dealing with a little bit of game audio issues.
But that was just the kind of thing I was talking about. If you got the controlling touch instead of booming it down to their side, they were able to kind of just work it their way inch by inch.
There we
And
go.
that's kind of what I'm looking for out of Div games is to see how much they can just keep control of the play instead of giving it up so quick.
Yeah, no doubt. We'll see how they gonna do here. Silver leveling able to take that early lead. We'll see if that follows with Mostos trying to get her down the pitch. Gets cut off by JD. JD can't get past Tyler. Tyler pops this one up. He goes for backboard. Is anyone there to follow? Miko from downtown can't quite find it. This ball's sent out. Mostos turns it in. Gets above Isa, but Isa just a little bit of a whiff. JD trying to push this out, but Tyler out the backboard. He's got 18 touches, but no follow through, sadly. And Miko, again, back to the backboard, but I think Triple Threat might just hold off here.
Yeah, a lot of pressure coming up from Silver leveling. Triple Threat is able to, alleviate some of that pressure, but it looks like, Silver leveling is just trying to get right back into it. They are keeping control quite a bit here of the ball, and they're keeping Orange Triple Threat on their toes.
Yeah,
As
that's
Mr. Miko does hit it back towards their corner. He might even get another shot coming in.
Ooh.
Great pass and great shot from Miko and Tyler.
Yeah, that snuck around, and Miko with a nice little toss around Isa. And the other two are just out of position and a little bumped, and he finds an easy one. Silver leveling up 2-0, heading into the third minute here.
Yeah, a little great bump there to give Tyler just a little bit of the opening he needed. Mostos, he's going to try and take it up the corner, and he does. He does a nice 50. Has maybe another touch. He hits a demo. Can he get another? Looks like he tried, but JD was able to dodge it as he's going to take it down their wall. Mr. Miko with a nice touch. Maybe over to Mostos in their corner. Is he going to be able to? Maybe a little bit of an accidental flip there, but Tyler is there to save the day. As he gets another push up, JD takes it, cuts in. Mr. Miko with another clear. He tried to get control. Maybe popped it a little too much in front of him. Leaves alone.
Oh!
Almost a good goal.
Yeah, Isa almost found an absolute snipe into that left side. Bones quick on the ball. But Miko, an easy send away for him. Isa tosses it back to JD. JD in the air from the back line. Won't find anything as Mostos able to get it outside. Tyler quick to follow. Low boost. Tries to get something to a teammate, but it's cut off early by Bones. Bones with a nice pop. Isa to follow to whiff. Bones in the back line. It's an awkward touch by Mostos straight to Bones. No boost, but he gets a nice touch into the blue half. Tyler G with a nice touch long, and this game is just kind of stalled for a second here, but we'll see if they can get some offensive pressure as Mostos sneaks that one under and finds it.
Great fake from Tyler there. It looks like he was faked the shot a little bit and left the shot right open for Mostos.
Yeah, JD really needed to be patient there. He got around that demo, but it was really just, he just jumped right over the ball. It's crazy.
It's gonna answer right back here from Bones right off the kickoff. Maybe a shot as two Blues kind of miss it a little bit, but it looks like they might get control a little bit here. Lone Isa takes it back midfield, trying to get a controlling touch mid. Can't really, and gets 50 by Mostos. Great 50, might I add. It's gonna give Blue another opportunity here to take it. They're leaving Triple Threat just kind of scattered over in their half of the field here. It's opening up a lot of great opportunities for Silver.
Yeah, I think it's just rotations primarily. Triple Threat is playing really awkward defense mixed with a very lackluster offense. They're not really getting anything going. And as far as I'm watching them, it's really just some good touches over the opponents from Silver leveling, and they have no answer as Tyler sniped that one from outside, and I think a little bit of pressure, maybe a bump attempt on the back line, just gives him a pretty easy shot on what should have been a save.
And like I said, when Tyler's feeling it, he's feeling it. It's a big confidence thing for Tyler, and a shot like that lets me know that I think his confidence is up tonight, and he wants to win.
Yeah, no, he definitely wants it, and if this continues, he's gonna have it. As this ball flies out to Bones, he gets a touch from the corner. It's gonna bounce a little far off for Mostos, but he doesn't go. Miko attempting to follow quick. This ball sent mid, but no one there. And as it delays here in the middle, Tyler's got time behind the ball, tries to play JD, can't get the 50, and JD's able to get it out wide.
Miko gets almost a shot on net there, leaving Triple Threat, all three up midfield. Tyler G once again trying to get it back towards their neck, doesn't quite get it. They're just sitting really well this game, man. They don't have to really worry about much here.
Yeah, they're really looking for garbage gold, if anything, here on the on the silver leveling side, as they take that one easily in a very, very, very simple manner with a 4-0 game, and they take game number one.
Yeah, 2 goals by Tyler AG, but still sitting on the bottom of his team's leaderboard. Just great plays coming out from every single side of the silver leveling here.
Yeah, honestly, I would say the difference in this game came out of Maz Toes and Lone Isa. Isa, couple awkward touches, a little lackluster off the back end. And on the other end, Maz Toes, effective pressure, beating people in the air. He was doing everything he can, and everything he can was enough that game. As honestly, he looked fantastic.
Yes, very much. And, I think Triple Threat just needs to clean it up a little bit on the rotations. Maybe apply some, pressure back, and just try to, make sure. They had 3 people sitting just up too far in front of their net at one point, and I think they just need to clean that up. Make sure people, they're communicating to their team where they are, where they need to be, and Triple Threat could still be in this series.
Oh, I don't think they're even out of this series yet. There's a lot of games left to play, and this division seems to love to go to Game 5. We'll see if that continues tonight, as Triple Threat find themselves in what K-Tool told me afterwards, after I said the same line like 3 times, that he actually believes Game 2 is the most important because of momentum. If on this Game 5 here, if they don't get this one here, it's going to go really awkward, as that's a bit of a mistake. And Isaac gets a free goal off an own goal.
Yeah, it looks like Mosto's just caught a little bit there in a rotation backwards and left Mr. Miko really awkward inside the net.
Yeah, that's a bit of a mistake there, as Triple Threat get an easy lead here. First goal of the series, not exactly what they wanted or expected, but they'll take it. As JD tries to feed this out, Tyler turns quickly. He gets a pop, it's high and mid. Miko on the follow, puts it home! And that's tied up early and clean.
Man, this Tyler Miko combo is deadly this series. What a shot from Mr. Miko. I just saw in the chat here that Tyler does have a new gaming chair, and it might be the difference in this series.
Chair dip does go crazy, so we'll see how that goes. Eyes able to get this one out to the side, but Bones to follow. Nails one high. It's saved away by Moss Toast, but it comes right back center. Isaac goes low, but it's outside. He can't find it on target. And as Bones backs up, they lose control here of the front line, and it'll fall back into their half.
A little bit of a double commit by Silver Leveling, let it wide open for Triple Threat. That would have been really great for the team.
Yeah, sadly he couldn't find it.
They might
Bones
have to
almost gets
again here.
another one. But Tyler able to get it away. This ball floating back towards JD. JD able to stop the initial pressure, but Isa only gets a 50. Bones is left alone, able to get 1-over-1. But Miko with a whiff, and Mastos on the back line puts a ball almost mid against himself, but Isaac can't get there in time. A nice touch around by 1 for Bones. This ball floating back towards the net, kept to the corner by Tyler, and he'll maintain on his side.
Looks like Triple Threat is answering right back here with this pressure. And then Silver Leveling had it last game. Triple Threat is right up giving him the business this game.
Yeah, that was scary though. That ball almost finding its way near the net as Isa pushing it hard against his team. This ball floating mid, almost JD able to get it, but Tyler H able to get it away. Mastos quick on the follow, trying to get some offensive going. Bones taps it around Tyler's back. Isa on the follow. This ball, it's outside to begin with. Isa tries to turn this in, but he can't quite find it. This ball rolls back into the orange half.
A great clear from Moss Toes there, but Bones does get it right back. I'm seeing a little bit of this boomer ball now, but I don't believe that they're trying to do this. They're just getting some unlucky touches on the control here. Triple Threat's leaving Silver with not very many boosts, or not very much boost. So it's just a lot of pressure coming out from the orange side, and Blue needs to just try their best to answer back here.
Yeah, JD able to get a nice touch. Miko meets it high in the air. I can't agree more. They're getting stopped, but if they pass it to the other team, it's not going to matter. Isa with an awkward touch leaves it. And dang, Tyler, free shot.
Very good read by Tyler on the side of the car that he missed it on. He was right there, ready to answer.
Yeah, that was a good finish. We'll see if they can continue that here. But as your triple threat, you need to find something. JD cut off early. This ball floating down. Bones finds it. Able to toss this one long. Tyler Touch to Miko. Miko on the turn. Can he get past JD? Not quite. Masto's on the back line. Cut off again. This ball floating mid, but no one's there from the orange half. This ball stays in the center, but again, no follow. Mastos goes for the backboard read. Can't quite find it. Tyler G pops this one mid. Bones low on boost. Pops this one high. JD to follow. JD around one. This ball floating towards the net, but Tyler gets it wide and will continue out of his own half.
A lot of double commits coming here from Silver saves, and you know, it's just a matter of time before Triple Threat capitalizes on them. You know, they've been getting. I think Silver Leveling has been getting just a little bit lucky on these clears on the double commits.
Yeah, but I don't think that their awkwardness on defense is going to be overlooked by a bit of a awkward rough clears from their opponents. I mean, they've looked rough on defense. Like a couple of okay rotations, but then like a double commit here, a awkward touch there. It's just looking rough.
Again, a great play by Tyler and Miko. Miko wasn't able to get the shot, so it will turn into Triple Threat's ball here. Let's see if Bones can turn into something. Gets blocked, but JD has an answer midfield. Doesn't have the boost. A lot of pressure coming out from Triple Threat here. Will they be able to open up this net? And doesn't really look like it as Mr. Miko gets a great clear downfield. Looks like JD is going to try and take control a little bit here. So 1-2, gets it past one, just has Tyler to beat. Unfortunately, it is hit wide. Lone Isa coming in. Nice 50 as it goes midfield right for Bones. Can't quite get it as Moss Toes does answer back. And Demo coming through. It's looking pretty neck and neck here. You know, only one goal down. A minute left in the game isn't, you know, it's still time. You know, they still got this.
Yeah, they do, but their offensive pressure has been lackluster. A couple of decent attempts, but all in all, they're playing, like, one team is demoing, moving in effectively together. The other team is able to get nice touches forward and able to make their way across the field. But the second that they get even close to some semblance of offense, they fail as Moz Toes finds that one. It's either spacing or something else. I can't find a good way for Triple Threat to make offense here. They're going to have to figure it out. They're going to have to work on their offensive rotations. They're going to have to work on their spacing. They're playing too close or they're playing too far. There's no in between right now, and they need to find that in between.
Yeah, very dominant performance coming out from Silver Leveling right now. They're just taking control.
Oh, that was a good bump attempt from Isa. Not able to find it as JD forced to back up. 10 seconds left. They're out of time. They're out of options. JD trying to force something in the corner, but it's going to get sent away by Miko. Followed up by Mostos. Back to Miko, and it's over. Silver Leveling able to take game number 2, and they find themselves one away from sending them home.
You know, and, you know, like I said, I think Tyler has a great eye for making, you know, team plays, pass plays, and I've seen it on multiple accounts now. Tyler getting a good center for Mr. Miko to answer. And, you know, and Moss Toes, too, you know, taking control of the ball instead of moving it away. I think Silver Leveling is sitting really well here.
Yeah, no, they definitely are. And it's going to be down to JD, Bones, and Isa talking amongst each other, trying to find a way to create some offense, trying to find a way to work together. Because all in all, they are getting outplayed in every semblance of the word right now by Silver Leveling. Even when they have good offense and good play, they're still losing out. And it's one thing or the other. It's either they're too close or they're too far. And they need to find the sweet spot. They need to find, even if it's not perfect, some type of offense here. Because their only goal is an own goal. And that's not how it should be.
Penn, if you're, you know, Triple Threat captain's shoes right now, what are you trying to tell your team? How do you get back into the series?
Well, first off, I'm hoping that I'm not. First off, I'm hoping overall that I'm not like tilted to the point where I can't help them. But all in all, I'm gonna be like, hey, we need to focus on rotations. We need to call out 1, 2, and 3. We need to find something to give us some semblance of offense. We need to be like telling each other when we're moving up, say when we're mid. I'm just trying to increase comms at that point because, to be honest, if they're lacking comms, that could be a very, very blatant answer to a very, very detrimental problem that they're having right now.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. You know, I think also Triple Threat right now is getting to the point where if they're getting a free ball, they're just going to take it. Where I've seen a few times now where instead of just mindlessly hitting the ball, they could put it a little bit more on target or just taking the extra second to, you know, line up something a little bit better. And I think Triple Threat's got to realize that to make something happen here.
Yeah, sometimes playing for the 50 ain't the option. Is this ball sliced? Oh, that doink was good, but not quite found. And Miko on the back end, no boost. JD can't get up to it. This ball floating back into the middle half. Miko sends it high, forces Bones to make a commitment. He does so, but this ball floating back mid. Bones has to cut it off from Mostos. He does, but he's bumped away by his own teammate. Miscommunication reigns true again as JD is able to try to get this wide. He plays it into the sidewall. Met back by Isa. He pushes it forward. That's a great touch to the corner, but can they get something mid? This ball is floating. Bones tries to cut in, but he can't. And Tyler, with no boost, will take it into this orange half. Oh!
Another great pass coming up from Tyler. He is the assist merchant right now.
Someone call this man and get his keyboard to turn off caps lock, because he's capitalizing on every single pass known to man. And that was so quick that the defense had no idea. They just weren't rotated into a front back post. It was just so fast that they were just shocked. They were stunned. And Tyler's awkward in his corner, but against Isa, it's just play for a good 50 and hope for the best. That's all he needed to do. This ball floating back mid. Miko can't find it other than his falling down touch, and they're just keeping this ball out of their hands. A simple goal here might just end the game for them if they can't get any offense.
That's very true. I couldn't agree more. You know, Silver Leveling has got pressure out the wazoo this series here, and they're continuing to show that dominance right now. But you know, right now is a perfect opportunity for Triple Threat to just capitalize on it. You know, if they can just up their comms, maybe even get some demos on the rotates, you know, they can still get right back into this.
I think the issue is that they're not the people thinking of these ideas. Their opponents are. Their opponents are going for these demos. These opponents are going for these passes. These opponents are going for this offense. And they need to either take a page out of their opponent's book or find some type of new play style that I don't know about to get them back into this match.
You need to change the game is what they're saying, Pen.
Pretty much.
Create their own meta.
They've got to, like, I don't know, moneyball it or something here. They got to find some way around the box of a game that they're playing right now, where they're Oakland Aing it up, where they're just in their gutter here, trying to find anything.
Yeah, and you know, you made a great point on the comms here. I think there is a lack there, because you know, right there on the goal line, all three of them are looking to see who's getting the save, who's getting the clear, and they might just be too much in their heads right now. Maybe what they need is just a little bit of a monkey Rocket League.
You know, I think they need a goal here. This would be great for them if they can find it, but nothing comes to line here. Is a touch past Tyler. It's a little awkward though, and cleared easily by Mostos. This ball floating back towards JD. He can get a turn in the corner, but Mostos on him immediately. He gets it around Miko, but Miko just floats this one back to Tyler. Tyler comes out to control. Isa quick to follow. This ball's gonna drop down mid, but Mostos is just better position. Miko's a little in the middle of the net, not the best position, but it's good enough if they're not making quick enough pressure, and this ball is going to get sent back into the orange half, and their control of this game is just failing. Oh, but just a moment here. No, Bones can't find it. I thought there'd be a light in the dark.
I was just about to say, I kind of like how Silver Leveling is playing a little bit passive here, as they just need to play a little bit of defense. It almost bit them in the butt there, but yeah, it did work out for them.
Tyler did just Athena flick, and if somehow they come back in this series in the magical way of Dcrl here, Tyler's going to hate himself for missing that flick. But it's not looking likely with almost 10 seconds left here. 12-11. They find themselves one goal away from losing this game, going 1-1 on the season. The other team, though, are so close to sweeping here that literally they could feel it on their breath. This ball floating mid, put away by JD, and life breathed back into this team. Triple Threat finally have an actual real goal.
Yeah, Silver Leveling just, you know, caught sitting on their hands a little bit. They're playing a little passive the last half of the game, playing a little too defensive, and Triple Threat was able to capitalize.
I really hope that this is like a monkey business type style, where no, it doesn't look like it. That's in the goal. Mostos puts it away. The sweep is secured, and out of nowhere, dreams are ended for Triple Threat, and they find themselves done for the night. Oh man, that was a quick game. That was a quick one.
That was a
Oh
quick series.
wow. Well, 1-1 the record for both these teams heading into week 3. One with a line of success to say to it, the other going back to the drawing board, trying to find a way to make their team work better next week. As there's a lot of season left to play, these players have a lot of time to improve. But this game and this night, it just went Silver Leveling's way. They moved up from E to D tonight, and that's all they needed. All right, we're gonna work on getting these boys into a winner's interview. Thank you all so much for your patience, and thank you for sticking around for this stream. We'll get predictions paid out very, very soon here. All in all, a fantastic matchup, and dang,
Very, very dominant performance from Silver Leveling.
yeah, very, very dominant. I mean, I can't overstate how dominant they played that game. Uh, we're gonna pull them up here. Just give me one moment. If yep, there they are. And the only thing I gotta say, the same thing I always say, congratulations, boys. How are we feeling?
Feeling pretty
Pretty good,
damn
pretty good.
good.
Yeah, man. I mean, I don't know how you couldn't. A nice little sweep to start your night, and you guys put it away pretty effectively there. There was like a moment where I was like, maybe there's a chance they lose the momentum in the series. And then Mazto's like, yeah, it's not happening. I'm finishing this boy off.
Dude.
Yep.
This
Uh,
is why I drafted him.
Yes,
He's-
sir.
the Divi masterclass coming true here again. Fair enough. All right. With that being said, I got a question for you, Mr. Miko. A man who's lived in the land of Div D for many a season had been, I mean, you have been honestly one of my more favorite players to watch in Div D, and that's saying something. There's a lot of fun people down there. But so far this season, at least this one game I got to see, your aerials were a lot cleaner, your movement was a lot cleaner, your touch was a little more powerful. I had to ask you, have you been working on this, or is it just like kind of leveled up a little bit in like the last like couple months here?
Honestly, shout out to my boy Futago. I've been playing a lot with him, and he plays a lot of ground, so I figured I had to take care of the aerial stuff. And so I have been working on a lot of my aerials.
Sounds good. And tossing it over to Tyler. Tyler, you came into this night, got a new gaming chair, you got a little buff. But I had to ask you, what were you expecting from this tonight, and how'd it go?
Well, I've gotten to know JD pretty well, so I know I was expecting Ooh. I gotta choose my words carefully. Hold on.
Lay the flame on the stream here.
I was expecting more of a challenge, and well, as you saw, it was a sweep, but no disrespect at all, of course. But
No, I don't think any disrespect there. You guys had a dominant performance. I think you guys just outclassed them as well.
yeah.
Tyler, I do
Yeah.
have a question for you here. You're coming into this season as a captain role. How does that make you feel? And is there anything that you did to kind of change your mindset in that kind of regard for this season?
Actually, yeah. So, I was a captain once before for Div C, but after I learned I was a captain this season, I decided that I needed to. I don't know how to explain it. I've been playing a lot more like. I've been trying not to panic, I guess, is what I'm trying to put it. Like on defense, especially, I've been trying to like really. Oh, and trust. Trust. That's a big thing that I've been trying to have in my teammates. Because before, sometimes I wouldn't have trust, but this season I've been putting trust in my boys, and they've been earning it for sure. So
Yeah, and I think it showed through as well.
Yeah, no doubt. That trust, that cool-headedness, it looked amazing tonight at least. You guys going into week 3, 1-1, trying to move up probably to 2-1 here. And shout out to Skull in the background of Tyler's cam. But
yeah.
I gotta
Hey,
ask you.
I just want everyone to know Tyler's got a new girlfriend, and I wanted the stream to see it.
Aha, gotcha. Now I got a quick question over to
This
Mostos.
is her. Look how
No.
pretty she is.
All
No,
right,
no,
all right, all right,
no,
all right,
no.
all right.
This
Um,
this guy, dude.
I think I got him on stream in like 20 minutes here. All right, Moz Toes, my man. You came in last season, couldn't carry the team the whole way. You did what you could. You were the carry. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat that. Coming into this season, you're up to Div C. You're playing strong. My question is to you: What's the limit here? Are you trying to pull a spoopy man, or are you chilling? You're just focused on one game at a time. Are you trying to go all the way up to Div A next season?
I mean, I'm just chilling, playing one game at a time. I just need something to do, which is why I joined this, and I like Rocket League. So
Fair enough. Just trying to get a feel for your motives, but fair enough. All right. Well, boys,
And seriously, it doesn't get
congratulations.
fined.
Thank you guys so much for coming on in. Thanks so much for being on stream tonight. I hope you guys, when you look back at this, you don't hate our casting too much. But all being said, y'all have a great night, and yeah, go get some rest.
Thank
GG's,
you.
folks.
thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Deuces.
All right, it's gonna head back to Steve and I. Steve, a pretty good game.
Yeah, great series, dominant performance. Yeah, made it easy on my end, not having done this a few times. So
Yeah, completely fair. Everyone in the chat, shout out to Steve here coming in. First time I've gotten to do a cast with him, and first cast I think this season for him. Little season debut. So shout out, some love for Steve, and little reminder that in a solid 10 to 15 minutes we got Straw Hats versus Untouchables, Yellow Dog versus the brother duo of Jive and Xander/Squilliam. That's coming up right after a break. I'm going to give you a couple little words here. You got anything to say, Steve?
shout out Yellow Dog. Good luck in next series.
Sounds good. Well, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you follow us on the socials if you're sticking around just for this game and heading out after. Make sure you join the Discord if you're not there already. It's in the bottom right-hand corner. Make sure you use Epic creator code DCRL if in the Epic Games in any of the shops, Fortnite or Rocket League. If you're going to make poor life decisions, you might as well help us along. But please do not make any poor life decisions because of the code. With that being said, thank you guys so much. We'll be back in 10 minutes. Peace.